This is the story of my first basketball game that I ever attended. I had always been a huge basketball fan, and I rooted for the Washington Wizards, but I'd never been to a game. I watched every game on my couch. One day, one of my dad's customers at work, a Wizards season ticket owner, offered us tickets to go to a game. They were great seats. It was December 22nd, 2012. The Washington Wizards were playing the Detroit Pistons. John Wall, the Wizards' best player, missed the first half of the season with a knee injury, so unfortunately, my family and I did not get to see him play, and they really could have used him. Charlie Villanueva, this guy, had his best game of the season, and the Pistons cruised to an easy 96-87 victory in the Verizon Center. Detroit only had 9 wins the whole season, but the Wizards' loss that night dropped them to an awful 3-22, the worst record in the league. The Wizards missed 14 of their first 15 shots, and it says in the game notes that they never seriously challenged. But one man made it all worthwhile. Kyle Singler. This is Kyle Singler. Kyle Singler was born in Medford, Oregon on May 4th, 1988. He attended Duke University and was picked by the Detroit Pistons in the second round. That year, he was a fresh-faced rookie on the Detroit Pistons squad. To make it even better, sitting behind my family were a bunch of frat dudes. When Kyle Singler took his first shot, they went crazy. Unfortunately, he missed. When Kyle Singler took his second shot, they started chanting his name. Kyle Singler, they chanted, and it was difficult for my dad and I to not join in the fun. When Kyle Singler took his third shot, my dad and I succumbed to societal norms and joined in. Kyle Singler, we shouted, belted at the top of our lungs, hoping for something, anything to draw his attention. After halftime, the game started again. 45 seconds into the quarter, Kyle Singler took his fourth shot. This time, it went in. The frat boys went wild. They went crazy. Beer was spilling out of their cups and falling onto the floor. They danced around their seats as the Pistons were running back on defense. I watched the court, yelling Kyle Singler's name along with the frat boys. That's when Kyle Singler noticed our frantic yelling, looked right at us and pointed, acknowledging our presence. The frat boys and I were so excited. Kyle Singler finished that game 1 for 6. He played 30 minutes. He only scored 2 points and missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts. But he still pointed at me, and it was amazing. After we had left the game, I kept thinking how fun that experience had been, and I vowed to myself to get that rowdy and drunk in other public settings / sporting venues when I was of legal age. Maybe I would make a kid's day too.